Hi everyone, it's Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane. Happy Monday. And this is the last Monday. I don't need an echo, we can turn that down. My son's been playing with my iPad. Hi Janice. I'm a tad bit early. Just let me yell at my dog. Buddy, what are you doing? Into bed, please. All right, so who else is on? Hi, Lisa. I have not got anything prepared at all. To be honest, I was having a snooze on the couch because I've had to go in the office again today and I just forgot how exhausting that is. So anyways, hi Renee. So I thought we'd start tonight with just letting everybody know that I posted my catalogues to everybody today, so everyone should receive their catalogues in the next couple of days. I can't show you the inside, but these are the catalogues. So they're from January to April, and Celebration is from 4th of January to the 29th of February. So for those that don't know, Celebration is every $90 that you spend, you get to choose a free item out of this catalogue. And if you spend $180, then you get to choose either a level 2 item out of this catalogue or you get to choose 2 level 1 items. So it's always a good time. This is when I usually stock up. So I have a list, Highlander that sits next to me on like where I place my orders, and I have a list of like all the card stocks that I need and things like that, because when I place an order, I also don't place an order less than $100 because postage is $6.95, regardless of whether it's a $20 order or whether it's a $100 order. After $100, it does go by a percentage. I think it's 6%, I can't remember. But up until $100, it's minimum $6.95. So I always make sure every order is $100 at least. So I've got like my cardstock list beside me, any DSP that I might need, so that I add in. Obviously I have all the inks already, but I still have a couple of old ink pads and some of them aren't working as well as they could. So if I want to replace them, I do that, but I do the re-inkers of the new colors as well, any blends that I might need just to top up the orders. So this is the time. Hi Marnie. In January is the time where I do a big stock up. So I order a lot of, because I go through so much white cardstock, I usually order 5 or 6 packs of white cardstock just to give me a bit of a buffer, things like that. So anyway, and then tonight I thought I would show you the glass mat. So this has sold out in Australia already. It was available to demonstrators and we could order it, but hi Kerry, hi Sharon, they have stopped selling this to demonstrators because it is for a promotion in January. So during Celebration, if any customer would like to sign up, this you get as a free part of the sign up deal, so you get this and the silicone mats and stuff as a sign up deal if you want to sign up for to be a demonstrator. If there is sufficient stock left after the promotion finishes on the 29th of February, then they will reopen orders to demonstrators. But all of this comes as one. So it's one item. I've not opened this yet. So you've got your silicone, your cleaning cloth, and that's a bit damp. Hi, Megan. And then your silicone mat. And so when this sits on here, that won't move. Like, so you could pour ink into there and use this as a palette, and that won't be moving when you've got blending brushes and stuff on there. And then this is like a big chamois, really, cleaning up. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how I'm going to store that now, but anyway, it's opened. I'll have to work that out. So this is all one product and is the sign-on deal for any new customers wanting to join Stampin' Up after the 4th of January. You get this free. I reckon this mat makes you craft faster. Do you think? I don't know. See, because I usually have my, I'm just going to pop them to the side. Oh, where did I put it? I don't even know where I put it. I usually have my laminated sheet on here, but I've popped it away because this has replaced it now. But on my laminated sheet, because I get it laminated in a matte finish, you don't see the ring light reflection on it. But the glass mat, you're obviously seeing the ring light reflection. So I'll have to work that out. But anyway, I can't see very many comments. What's happened here? There we go. All right, so tonight I thought we would use this, and I'm pretty sure I should have checked, but like I said, I was asleep on the couch. So this is a level 2 celebration item. So you get, so if you spend $180, you can choose this bundle, which is the embossing folder plus the stamp set. So that is a level 2 item. And this paper that we're going to use is a level 1 item. So to get both these items, that would need to be a $270 order. But I'm teaming it with Fresh Freesia and Boho Blue ink. And we will see what we come up with. So in my head, because I've not prepped anything, I know, Lisa, so many birds. I had a bit of a cleanup over the weekend. And in my cleanup, I found these 2 packages. Oh, I need to get those cards out. That I made years and years ago. So I thought we could recreate this tonight. Can I remember the instructions? No. So we will be winging it along with me. It's growing on me, Marnie. So I made these years and years ago, and I've just found them. So we're going to recreate this. So it's a set of 4 note cards and envelopes that fit in here. Hi, Sue. And a little gift pouch. We'll see how we go because I have not got any measurements, anything. We're winging it. We need to do a class on how to work out the measurements for boxes. Well, I've done it a couple of times in my videos here. So you can, when I move these videos to YouTube, you can go back and watch them. So, sorry, I'm just looking in my drawer for note cards and envelopes. Whisper White. This is how old the... Need to explain the maths. Oh, I'll probably do that tonight, Megan, because I have not got anything. Are they the same size? Nope, they're smaller size. So, I'm just working out what... We'll get the right notes and envelopes. I think these are note cards, but these came in a pack of... like Memories and More, where you got small ones and big ones. We want the big ones. And, oh, that's a big envelope. Oh, there's cards in there already folded. Are they these size? Look, I don't even have to fold them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, already done. 4 cards. That one's too small. 1, 2, 3, 4 envelopes. So these are the note cards. But I'm determined to use stuff that is just sitting in my drawers, not getting used or looked at or anything, before I buy too many more things. Hi, Marie. So this is the paper. It's really pretty, even though it's got birds on it. How pretty is that? I like that side. See, I like the colours. The birds annoy me, but the colours are pretty. So this is free with a $90 order from the 4th of January. Those birds could probably be fussy cut, but how pretty is this? This looks like grandma's paper. But anyway, that's the paper. So I've got fresh freezer cardstock. I will get my trimmer. I will get a couple of sheets of cardstock because I don't know how much this needs, because like I said, I've not made this in a couple of years. I don't know where my instructions are. I've got no idea. I think they're on my blog, but I closed my blog at the beginning of this year, beginning of October. So I can't reference my blog anymore because it doesn't exist. So this looks like one piece. This looks like a second piece. This will be... That's 10 inches. 10 inches by 3 3/4. Let's start with that. So if we go 3 3/4, need to get my arm out. And hi Marie again. Do 10. That's the first piece. I do think this only actually uses one piece of cardstock because that was one of the things that I liked about it. I remember doing this in a class. Some of you ladies might remember this. I did do it as a class, but it was years ago, because how old is this? This is Lovely Lipstick. So I think that was like, I don't know, 2012, 13. I think it was maybe even before Hunter was born. So it's years. This is 2 3/4. And that is 3/4 of an inch. That's too hard for my head at the moment, so I will need that. 2 3/4 and 3/4 of an inch. Because see, that fits there. That's why that's... So 2 3/4. and then we want 3/4 of an inch. So that's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So that is 3.5. So we want this piece. So take that off. That is then probably going to be your belly band. I don't think we'll need that second piece. And then this is going to be 3 3/4 with it stuck the whole lot on there. Let's just measure that out. So that is 3 3/4 by 3/4 by 3/4 by 1/4 for a tag, and then 3 3/4. So that's half, that's 1/4, and then we need 3. So that's 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. So, okay. So then this is going to get scored at scoring 3 3/4, and then 4.5, and then 3 3/4. So that's 5 1/4, 6 1/4, 7, 8. I think that's 8 1/4. 3 3/4. Let me do this. 3 3/4 plus that is 4.5. Now I need 3 3/4. So 4.5 is 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. So that's 8 1/4. And then that's 3/4 again. So then that's 9. Okay. And then this one is scored at 4 4 3/4. Four and 4 3/4. Pop that away for a minute. Bring these two pieces in, and I think my adhesive. I've left everything on my dining room table from my sip and stamp event on Saturday night. Let me get some adhesive out of my drawer. Some glue dots, a new seal, and if we need any dimensionals. Thank goodness for a stash in my drawer. Hi, Julie. Obviously, I've not prepared very well, and I'm not cleaned up from Saturday night. So that piece just goes around. And we need a score on the bottom of 3. How did I not do that right? That's 2 3/4. Yes. So then we need 3/4 of an inch of a scoring on the bottom. Here. Not cutting. Pop that at the top. And then we will need some scissors. This is why I need multiple pairs of scissors, although I do not have my ribbon scissors in here. Now, and just cutting those score lines. And I think if we fold this around, we don't need this piece. Okay, so that piece will need to be like that. I'm just going to straighten those cuts and probably cut away that score line there. And then just miter these edges here. And then that all then just gets folded in like that, so it's its own little box. So let's put some adhesive on this. Come on. Oh, one of those doesn't need adhesive on it. Will, because it will, so I'll just roll that adhesive off. And because it's really hot, it's like melted. Usually you can just roll it off in one piece. But it's a bit hot here today. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cover it with paper, so you won't even know. Let's fold this in. So that should be there. Fold those down, and then we're going to get a strip of paper when we decorate that on there. Now I've got adhesive everywhere. So out of this pretty paper, which one are we going to use? I'm thinking maybe this one. So we need to bring this back in. And this piece is 3 3/4. So that will be 3 3/4. So that'll be 3 5/8. And we want a piece that is going to be 2 3/4, so 2 5/8. And we want a piece that is going to be 5/8. To start with, and that is going to cover up my boo-boo. Because there are no mistakes in crafting, it's just room for embellishment. Which means we can now cover that. And if I had my bone folder, I might just use my Wink of Stella. You just need a stick, something to get down there enough to make sure that's really stuck down there. And we have DSP on the front. And again, just get your Wink Stella or your bone folder if you're organised, and rub that so that that really sticks on there. So that's that bit. And then this bit. So the longer bit is the back, and then so this needs to then be stuck on the back and line up with that. So we're going to add adhesive to the back of this. I'm just going to stick my hand under here to give it some pressure so that I can roll. If you use double-sided tape, you wouldn't need that. But because we've already made the box, I need some room for it to line up. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move my trimmer all the way to the top, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to line it up with the edge of my trimmer, because you need to line this up, the box on top with it. So I'm using this as a base. Make sure your trimmer's locked in, and then line it up with the edge as well. And then get your Wink Stella or your bone folder and glue that down, and it should be a nice fit, lined up nicely. And now we need to cut this piece, and it will be that's 4 inches, so it'll be 3 7/8. It's already the right width. Yes. And then because I already have the paper there, I'm going to decorate the top as well. And so that is going to be 5/8 of an inch wide. So I can stick a little bit of adhesive on that. And there is our box. You could stick adhesive down the DSP down the sides if you want. Because this is directional paper, you'd have to watch the way that you cut that. So I'm not going to bother with that. But that is essentially our box done. Now our belly band. Now there's 2 ways I did the belly bands with my previous samples. So this one was just a plain belly band. And then it just had the sentiment or label on the belly band itself. And then this one, I tied the ribbon around the belly band and just finished it off. I'm going to see whether I've got some ribbon, although I don't have my ribbon scissors, so maybe that's not a good idea, but there's boho blue ribbon, which is the ink that I'm going to use. Or there's bubble bath, which is the pink that's in here. I haven't got any of the new ribbons from the new catalogue yet, because I only ordered a couple of things. But what ribbon do I want? I really like this ribbon, but that is not the blue. If I go bubble bath, I think it's gonna clash too much with the fresh freesia. It's gonna look like I tried to match and I stuffed it up. So I think I want a contrasting colour. But do you think the blue is going to look? Nah, I'm going to go with the blue. Yeah. Good choice, Megan. Good choice. So we want, now this is probably going to be not cut very well because I don't have my ribbon scissors. Oh, look at that. Now I'm going to use double-sided tape with this because it's going to be very messy with seal. Stick double-sided tape on the ribbon. And then with the belly band, what you want to do is, it's never really a precise measurement because if you didn't score straight or something, yours might be a bit different to mine. So you kind of just fold it round. You want it snug, but you still want it loose enough that you can like pull it in and off without it being too much. Mine has been too, Julie. So, and then once you pull it off, if you just crease those edges a bit, then when you pull it apart, you can burnish those score lines a bit more and make sure they're straight. And that is how I make a belly band. Fit your project. That's okay, Julie. All right, now I don't like too much overlap, so just gonna trim it there. And we're just going to, it's really pretty, isn't it? Even though it's got the birds on it, Julie, I still like it. So when you've got such a big piece of ribbon here, I'm just gonna take off a little bit of the tape and try and center it as best as you can and just do little pieces, and then I'm pulling the tape as you go to kind of keep it in the center, because if you take it all off, you might be in a world of hurt if it starts going crooked. Okay, so then, now don't worry if it's looking a bit dodge, like that's fraying and stuff there, because we're going to cover this up. I do have the glass mat, Julie. So you kind of cover up all your mess here and where the joins are. So you have the join at the front rather than the back. So then the back looks really pretty, but we need to do the front. So my friend Shauna and my teammate showed me. So this was my most favoritist punch combo back in the day, the Starburst punch with the 2-inch circle. And I just did it on everything, like on all the sentiment cards. I made quick easy cards. I did this. And I'm like, I've kept the Starburst punch. I sell a lot of my retired items, but I have kept the Starburst punch because I loved this combo so much. But I've been looking for a more updated and current combo, and my friend Shauna showed me a few weeks ago the decorative circle. We're going to punch a few because we'll probably have these on the cards as well. Can we get another one in there? Probably not. and the 2-inch circle. Get me some scraps. Are an amazing combo together. And it fits in there so nicely. How nice is that? So that's what we're going to use. I haven't seen Patty use it, Julie. Shauna only showed me like 2 weeks ago. So anyways, I'm sure other people have come up with it. So we're going to, my husband says there's only so many ways that you can fold a bit of paper, and so you're bound to start copying somebody. So sometimes it's not intentional. So what I'm doing here, before I show you, see when I fold this edge bit is now too far over, like it's not going to be centered on the front. Hi Jean. So I'm switching this way around so that when this is over, so the join is then in the center, and then my sentiment that's covering it up is going to be more in the center. If I do this, it's going to be over to the left hand side too much, and I don't want that. So just be mindful of that when you're sticking, like gluing your belly bands together. So yeah, he says that you're bound to start copying somebody, whether you plan on it or not. Because I was always, oh, I need to give this person credit, and I need to give this person credit. And if I'm inspired by somebody, I do give them credit. But he goes, what happens if you do something and then find out after the fact that you've copied somebody? And I said, oh, I don't know. And he's like, well, there's only so many ways you can fold a bit of paper or do a design or things, so you're bound to start copying others and don't even know about it. So we're just going to line that up there. And that is that. Right, so now we need to stamp. So I'll get my stamp set. Now, oh, this will work out well. I got Boho Blue ink, and that's the only ink I got out. And all my blocks are on the table. I'll have to use this big one. This is the free stamp set that you get. So the stamp set comes with this embossing folder, and that is free with an order of $180 from January. The paper is free with an order of $90. So what do these say? I really appreciate you. You're in my thoughts and hello there. So I think what we're going to do, I really appreciate you. And we'll bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. The copper clay side of the DSP would be good for ice cream cones. I've got the ice cream set. I'm so excited to use it. I haven't done it yet. I really haven't had a chance to do anything. This working in the office 2 or 3 days a week is really exhausting. So it makes it difficult to do anything as of tomorrow. Why are you waiting until tomorrow, Megan? What's taking so long? I really I think I might reach for my fresh freesia, because I'm thinking I want maybe some flowers on there. Do you think? Or do you think I'll leave it? Fresh freesia, colouring trucks, because I'm doing Christmas. Oh, to use. I thought you meant to buy, Megan. I'm like, why haven't you bought it yet? What are you waiting for tomorrow for? You can buy it now. Are you having... Yes, mandated, Marnie. effective whilst I was on holidays. No warning, no nothing. So it's just, I think I actually want those leaves. Why is there a hole in there though? We'll do this. So it's just, I'm going through an adjustment period. I need some scratch paper. Let's use this. Okay. Yes. Just a little bit, Marnie. Buddy, you were fine. Hey, the kids are just yelling. All right. So now we will adhere that here. They're very noisy, aren't they, those kids? You think you're missing out on something. Of course, we've got to have some bling. I just don't know what bling. Can you hear him growling, Megan? What bling, what bling, what bling. Sometimes I wish they would put colours on here. What do you think that pink is? We might go with this pink. No. Who knows what colour this is? Stop it. He is missing his mate a little bit. We had date night on Friday night, and he it was the first time that we've been away and the first time that Vickie hasn't been here, and he apparently played up for my mother-in-law. She stayed here and babysat him and my son, and she got very little sleep. So I'm just sticking dimensionals on directly onto the belly band so that I know where they go rather than trying to do it on the back of the label. And then I can make sure that that's the right way up, and this should fit on there. And it is a little bit loose, but I think once I get some cards in there, that'll be fine. So, what are you, 8:41? Do you think we can get some cards made in that time? Let's have a look. So these were the ones that I did a few years ago. We can take a bit of inspiration from that. Maybe I'll leave them out so I can see. And then these ones were the ones that I did with the shoes. So we've got our note cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop them up there. Let's start with these and get them organised. So we'll need 3 more. So if you need some quick cards or a nice gift idea, you could do these as Christmas cards if you want, but I'm looking for some quick ideas on like card packs and things like that, because my son's where he goes to after school care. What other sentiments have we got in there? Hello there, you're in my thoughts. I really appreciate you. So let's do one of each and probably 2 hello there. I would always give gifts to the after school care people as well, because there was only a couple of them. Well, now the school's taken over. They've got like 20 staff on the list. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to give the gifts that I have been to all those staff members. So, where's my ink? I need to get some cost-effective, cheap ideas. So I'm thinking packs like these. Now, where's my piece mat? I know, on rotation though, so it's great, and they're doing so many more activities. So I'm so pleased with the new setup. It's just my first thought was, oh, and I don't know how many other people give the staff gifts. Nice, Julie. Well, that's where I found these, because I did a bit of a cleanup over the weekend. This is inconvenient with no blocks. Really not prepared at all. Just goes to show I should have cleaned up after Saturday night. So I had 4 lovely ladies here on Saturday night that for my sip and stamp. That was very exciting. And we'll just stamp this one. Right. It's been so hot, I moved half my stuff back into the lounge room so I could craft in the aircon. I now have my TV set up to watch movies while crafting. I am thinking that I would love a TV in here. Although I don't actually watch too much TV. I watch a lot of YouTube, and so I do that in my craft room anyway. But, yeah, how good would a TV be? Right, so yes, ducted is very nice. Although I also have a smart meter, and since the cost of, like last year, running my aircon was only like $7 a day, so we didn't mind it too much. This year, with the price of power going up, it's now $15 a day to run my aircon. So it makes you think about it a little bit more before you just start putting it on. Unfortunately, because $15 a day is very expensive, in my opinion. Right, so I've been prepaying my electric bill. Yeah, I put money away each pay for it. So we're going to use one of every card. Make a card with different paper is what I'm trying to say. Get your words out, Vickie. Get your words out. I have it when it's extreme weather, more during the night so I can sleep. Totally get that. Wonder if I should try and fussy cut some of those. See how much time we've got. I feel we may need to fussy cut some of those. So, one at a time. I think I like this paper the best. So let's do a full sheet of this. Now, what sizes are these? 5 inches by 3.5. So that is going to be 4 7/8. Nope, that is going to be 3 3/8. Make sure we've got the direction going the right way. It is pretty, Megan. I got it, like everyone knows that I don't like birds, but I got it for the colours. And you know what? The other side of the paper is really pretty, but I am using the birds. So this will be the first card. When you have to get up at 5 a.m, I need sleep. I've been getting up at 5 a.m. because my child is searching for those bloody elves and doesn't know how to sleep in. Oh, how pretty is that? And then, where did I put those dimensionals? Yes, those elves are driving me batty. I love it that he's into it, but I wish he would sleep in. And I could cover the bird, but that's the whole point of the paper, so I might just stick this maybe up there. And this could be a sympathy card. It could just be, I've been thinking of you. I know you're having a bad day. I don't know what colour these pink ones are, but I'm liking them. So I'm sticking them everywhere. One, two, three, four. I saw at dollars and cents the other day you can buy now. Yes, my elves have plenty of clothes. Although this year I've been informed that they're not doing as many fun activities, Mum. I'm like, what? So I'm like, so the elves have to step up their game a little bit. Oh, I like that idea. Okay. Well, let's try this one. I am winging this. Winging it. Okay, that one is done. Let's try. How pretty is this? That's all right, Marnie. I like that. I think that's Lost Lagoon. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, that looks like it's an inch strip or something. Maybe an inch and a half. And then 5 inches. I love that side, Vickie. Yeah, it's so pretty, isn't it? Even this side's pretty too. But I want to use the birds. Now I've got this scrap which didn't have any room for anything else on it. That's 1 inch. And it's going to be 3.5 inches. Now, where are my blank cards? Is that them? I think that's them. Gonna stick that on there. That going across there. And what green do you think this is? You could emboss the white cardstock. I could. The back of the paper has the green. Garden green. Soft sea foam. I think soft sea foam might work better than garden green. That looks a bit too dark. Just a suggestion. Oh, that's all right. Lisa, Julie, sorry. Maybe I could do garden green. I can't reach garden green. Soft sea foam it is, because I can reach that. This is what happens when you don't prep, ladies. And today I would have really liked more than one block. I'm going to have to clean these later. Where's that scratch of paper? There. Looks a bit funny with that hole in the middle there, but hopefully those bits will be covered up, and we can because I don't want flowers on there, I just want the leaves, so we can strategically place this and that. Now you wouldn't know, would you? You wouldn't even know. Right. How are we going for time, ladies? Are you all happy to stick around for a little bit longer while I've got 2 more cards? Because I might have some fussy cutting to finish this card off. I don't know what happened there. I obviously didn't measure that right. Or I've stuck it on crooked. Keep going. Thanks, Glenda. Dimensionals. Sometimes, you know, you just get into the swing of things. Other times I really struggle. But Let's fussy cut one of these birds, shall we? There's a whole page of them. Probably this one. I struggle to talk and fussy cut. This bird's feet's gonna be cut off because that's just too hard to do that. So he's gonna have new feet. But Megan does say that I am a really fast fussy cutter. Is there a smaller bird? I kind of want to, can I lift that up a bit? So have a dimensional on his bum and adhesive on his top. Whoops. And that should be there. And finish off with these gems. Poor birdie. Yeah, he's got no feet. Well, that one can just stay there because I've got 10,000 of these sequins. Because I need to really start using, like I said earlier in the video, start using the embellishments and stuff that I got before I buy too many more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I have so many things. What is with that card? That's not a... This looks like it's been... This doesn't look like it's a proper card. Looks like I've folded it and I've stuffed it. So, let's... Ah, my bone folder is not here. We are just going to trim that so that nobody knows. There we go. Okay, 2 cards done. Now, okay. We need some paper we haven't used before, which is this one and this one. Let's do this one. So this will be, what were they? 3 and 3, so 3 and 3/8. And we'll do, that's 5 inches, so we'll do a 2.5, which is half of it. Okay, this one looks much better on there. And I really appreciate you. Do we have some, think else? I could use, Never used every stamp in this. Okay, let's use that. And bring back this. Where is the purple? Fresh freezer. Oh. Scratch paper. I kind of don't want that. Let's give me, I don't even have any. I don't have my stamp cleaner here, which is why I can't clean my stamps, because everything is out on the table from my sip and stamp. So usually I'm a little bit more organized. This is scratch paper. I'm going to cover that up when I ink because I don't want that bit. I just want the two flowers. Leave that there. Oh, dimensional is there now. And let's do that again. We've got some ink here. So I'm feeling very disorganized because I've been very lazy. Now that's really scrap and not cleaned up from Saturday night. Dimensionals. So I'm in the process of booking my 2024 events. I've got my first card class. I'm pretty sure it's the 20th of January as an online class. And then I'll book in some more sip and stamp events as well. They happen once a month. I've only just realised there's different size sequins on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. But I finish work on Friday and I'm off for 3 weeks. So then I will be doing a lot more admin on my business and setting up the rest of the dates and class dates. Can we do a sip and stamp on a Saturday early, Arvo? I'm thinking so. If I do it on a Saturday, because I did, and originally I booked it Friday, and then because I had date night Friday, and I just left the time at the same time, and I'm like, oh, being Saturday, I could have probably changed the date. Now, I don't know whether that would have suited the attendees or not that came, but I'm like, I could have actually left the, like changed the time to a bit earlier. Would you then come, Megan? Yes. I could do that. Okay, so that's going to be a full one. Hello there. And I think that's all we're going to do. So we fussy cut one bird. And so then that is ribbon in the middle. Yeah, I don't have this ribbon's not real nice to maybe I'll just stick a bit of ribbon underneath, because it's thick. It's not real nice to tie bow with. I think it's a bit bulky. Ribbon down. I got boho blue ink out, and do you think I even stamped all the sentiments in Fresh Freesia? I stamped boho blue for the card box, but not for any of the cards. Silly, silly, silly. It's because I'm away with the fairies. I'm running on empty. Not thinking straight. Okay. So push that to the side over there. Let's bring in what we have done. Where are these envelopes? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 envelopes. You could decorate the envelopes. I haven't gone to that tonight. I was going to say, where's the 4th card? Here. 4 cards. And these fit in this box that we created. And then the belly band goes over and holds that together. How nice is that? So these were ones that I've done years and years and years ago, and was my inspiration when I was cleaning up. So they work with all different types of paper. And then they were the cards for them, and these were the cards for them. So you just need the note cards, or you could sit there and make your own, but the note cards and envelopes fit in here nicely. And I think you get 10 in a pack, so you could get two gift ideas out of these. And this box uses only one sheet of cardstock. So that is my last project for Facebook Lives in 2023. I would just like to thank everybody who has supported me, whether it's been watching my channel, giving a like, a comment, whether it's any orders, class attendees, team members, anything, sending me a card. I appreciate it all, and I've had a really good Stampin' Up year, and I wish that all of you have a very Merry Christmas and a safe holiday. And I look forward to seeing you all in 2024. So thank you, and I really appreciate all of you. That's it for 2023. See you guys.